Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, it is Sunday afternoon, about 5:15 or so. The sun is really low in the sky right now. We're about, I don't know, an hour and a half or so away from sundown. And that's neither here nor there. I'm at the schoolyard not far from my house. Felt like doing some flying, and I'd been thinking about something, and I'm going to try it today. I've got the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and I want to try a complex move in cruise control. You've all seen the helix move in quick shots with DJI drones. That's one of my favorite moves. In other words, as the drone is orbiting a subject, a point of interest, it moves away and moves higher in altitude all in the same time. So basically it's making 3 moves, and at the same time keeping the point of interest in the center of frame. So I'm going to try and do that with cruise control. I'm going to try and start it manually and then hit the cruise control button and see if the drone will continue that move. So I may or may not be successful, and I'm going to be stumbling through it. So just warning you in advance. First, we'll do it with just a quick shot. We'll show you the automated way the drone does it. And then we're gonna, well, I guess we'll semi-automate it by using cruise control. So give me just a second, and then let's get this bird in the air. Okay, I have a screen recorder started, and let's just look things over here real quick. We're in 4K 60. Yeah, we're gonna leave it in 60 frames per second, and looking at the safety menu, bypass mode, radar map is on, 30 meter return to home. Of course, we're in that optimal return to home. Flight distance is okay, altitude is okay, not asking for any calibrations. Battery is good, the usual stuff. I want to look at one more thing here. In the control menu, I want to make sure, and I want to see where I have my cruise control button. So I have it on the C1 button. I just wanted to make sure I had it set. I wasn't sure if I had it set to C1 or C2. Okay, let's go ahead and start recording. Maybe, there it goes. And let's do an automated takeoff on the app. Takeoff. And there's the drone. Let's go up, straight up 7 meters. A little more than, but that should be good enough. Let it know where it's what its target is for precision landing. Anyway, let's bring it down and we'll take a look at it and do our droney. So, bringing it in here, and of course we're not going to be able to get it in too close because of obstacle avoidance, right? And APAS, but we'll go ahead and no reason not to do our droney. So reverse and up now, reverse and up. So hard on that back stick and moving it up a little bit. And let me drop that gimbal down. You should see my favorite cell phone tower. Yep, right there. And that is going to be our point of interest. That's what we're going to use for our point of interest. And you can see the sun off there on the left-hand side. We're kind of at that time of day when the sun is starting to go down. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? And you can see the trees. I mean, this is definitely fall. The trees are definitely changing colors. Okay, so, and we have, you're hearing a lot of music. There's a guy playing disc golf, and he has got a boombox going pretty hard in front of me, so you can probably hear that. But in any case, let's, well, we're gonna have to stop recording to go into quick shots. So stopping recording now. And clicking on that film strip, clicking on quick shots, and we're going to click on that helix, get rid of that thing right there, and you can see we've got it right in the center. So let's see if we can get that. Well, if I could get it to get rid of that animation, that'd be good. Okay, So there we go. Yeah, so we've got it. And we're going to set our radius here. Let's set this one quite a ways away. Let's do a big one here. Let's do 80 meters. That's probably bigger than we need. And let's hit start. You'll see the countdown.
2, 1.
So it's starting its automation. Now, I didn't look at the direction. I probably, when we do the manual one, I was thinking of trying the other direction, but maybe not. Maybe we will try this direction. But you get the point. You see what the drone is doing. It is doing a spiral, going up and away. And we set it to do a big one. And we'll do the same thing, trying to do it with cruise control. So basically, I'm going to have to try and do an orbit while raising in altitude and moving away at the same time. So we'll see if I can even do it manually. And yeah, even this is getting a little bit out of center of frame, but probably trying to give us the big picture. So it's done with this quick shot, and it should be returning. Yeah, it says returning there, so it's returning to its original spot. And we'll see. We'll just give it a shot here and see if we can do that manually. I don't know. Well, semi-manually, because if I use cruise control, then it's semi-automated, isn't it? So again, I am, by all means, I am not exactly sure that I could do it. So we're going to click and go back into video mode, maybe, and start video. So we started video back up. And I'm going to try and select the point of interest again and put it in spotlight mode. So we're going to do spotlight mode and cruise control at the same time. And we've got it, so we're just going to leave it in spotlight mode. And let me think about my my stick movements here. And I'm going to see if I can do this. Yeah, I'm going the other way. I want to go this way. So I'm trying to get my finger on the C1 button too at the same time. Man, I'm messing it up already, aren't I? Okay. It's there's so much. This is such a complex move. So there's a lot to think about here. So I am going to go. I'm going to go the other direction. Trying to speed it up, raise it up, and back away at the same time. Okay, it's in cruise control. So as you can see, that is far from perfect. But let's see, it should continue to move away from us in distance and move up in altitude, and it's slowly going up in altitude. But it's yeah. So I needed to have that up stick done a little more. But that is kind of essentially it. Very sloppy. In other words, I didn't keep it in the center of frame very well. So we're going to get out of cruise control. We're going to try that again. You know, I didn't say. Obviously, I didn't say I'd be perfect, so let's get back down there again. And I'm going to try this one more time. And it takes a lot of thought because you're, like I said, you're doing several things at once. So I'm going to try and go the other way. Yeah, no, we're gonna start over here because I wasn't giving it enough right bank. So it's in fact, let's get in closer and down. Okay, so the other way here. Okay, we're in cruise control again. But you know what? That is not worth a darn. We're going to stop. No, that didn't work worth a darn. That was worse yet. So we'll try it one more time here. Well, we're going to try it enough times to see if we can get it right. So I think one of the things I wasn't doing there was raising an altitude fast enough. So let's get closer to this guy. Okay, I'm going to try this again. So I'm going to, yeah, kind of moving sticks in opposite directions. Okay, we're in cruise control again, and you can see, nah, I'm just moving away too fast. Yeah, no, that didn't work. I was pulling too far back on the stick, on the right stick, and we were moving it away faster than we were moving up. Again, it's a complex move, and that's why I love the quick shot, because it makes it look so easy, but it's not so easy to do with the sticks. Okay, I'm going to try. I had more luck going the other direction, so I'm going to try the other direction. Okay, cruise control now. Okay, now that's a lot better. And let's see, so our distance is moving away, our height is moving up. Yeah, that's way better. So let's let that run a while. And if you're looking at the screen recording, I'll have that down in the corner. You can see that our distance is moving away, our height is moving it up, and we are doing a circle around the cell phone tower. Yeah, that's the best one yet. Gosh. So, you know, you basically, I was moving the sticks away from each other in a diagonal. And then once I got it going, hit that cruise control button. Hey, this is working great. So, yeah, it's getting pretty high. It'll get up to its max altitude here in a second. So let's just go ahead and let it do that, just for the fun of it. Kind of give you a look at the territory here. Yeah, almost 117 meters. Should stop at, yeah, max altitude reached. So, yeah, it's stopping it from moving up, which is good. That's one of the things I wanted to see. Yeah, but it's still moving around. It's still doing a circle, an orbit around. So, and it should be moving away still. Yeah, so it's moving away and doing a circle at the same time. Okay, so we proved we can do that. Let's get out of there, and let's bring this guy back and drop it down at the same time. I am full stick down, full stick forward. So, okay. Man, we still have 66% battery. I think we ought to look around here a little bit. Let me get out of spotlight mode there. I clicked on that X where we had the point of interest, and that got us out of there. But let's get down here. We can look at some of these trees. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't depend on APAS on trees like this. Those little branches are what'll get you. We're down low there. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let APAS try and go around that. Because of those little branches, and you know, DJI tells you that. They tell you can't see little branches, so be careful. Now, these trees here, they're a little bit more, we can risk getting a little closer to them because there's plenty of leaves on them. Let's drop the camera down a little bit and get you a good close-up look at some fall leaves. Right here at, this is Discovery Elementary School right here. And it should move right around this. Yeah, moved up and over the top. Yep, there we go. Let's go around the other side here. Yeah, we got another tree right over here. And this guy, it's got some bare branches, but I'll bet we can get around it. Yeah, and the drone just moves right around it. It says, yep, I can see that. I have no problem depending on APAS, on particularly this latest generation of obstacle avoidance on DJI drones. It just works quite well. You know, like a tree like this, it's just not going to hit it because you know, it can see those leaves, and you can see that radar on the screen there. It's those bare branches that'll get you. You know, you worry about some of the stuff like this right in front of us right now. In fact, I'm not going to take that chance. There weren't enough leaves on that. You know, that's where I'm telling you, discretion is the better part of valor. But you know, there is a spot over here that has some amazing leaves. So I'm going to throw this guy in sport mode, and we're going to go out here a ways. Pick up the camera. This is it's one of my favorite streets for looking at leaves. So we're gonna head over by Champion Park. There's a park out over here that there's a street with a row of trees in front of it that always show a lot of color. So we're just gonna kind of cut across here. And we'll get right over to it. This park here is part of a little subdivision park, but off in the distance there, that's Champion Park right there. And what I'm talking about is this street right here. I overshot a little bit. And in fact, yeah, there's some, you can see some of those trees have lost a lot of leaves already, so I'm a little reticent to get too low, but yeah, see those kind of bare branches on the top of those trees? Those will get you. They'll reach out and grab your drone, but you can see there's plenty of color here, or there was plenty of color. Probably too many of those leaves gone already. I should have got out here a little bit earlier. But let's go out over the park here. Gosh, look at all the leaves under those trees. They've lost so many leaves already. So yeah, we're getting into solid winter here, aren't we? It's getting about that time. But this tree right here, I've seen this. I've been up and close on this tree before, and I'm getting a little bit of a, yeah, getting a low signal. We're in the red on the signal, so I'm going to try and pick us up here. And yeah, no point in pushing that, right? So we're just going to pick it up, and let's just bring this guy back. In fact, I think what we do is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go out in the field here, out in the middle of the park, and we're going to throw this guy, whoops, we got some kids playing there. We don't want to do that. I'm going to throw this guy in return to home, and we'll get to see that that automated return to home that this drone does, the augmented reality. How low? That's probably as low as I want to get. Let's hit return to home on the controller.
Return to home.
Yeah, and it took it. So you can see that augmented reality line there. And let's see how high the drone decides it wants to go. Yeah, it's about 25 meters high. And as you recall, we had the return to home height set at 30 meters. I'm going to drop the camera down so we get a better look at what's going on down here at the fall colors at the trees here. And look at it, it's going to start climbing here. That is interesting that it decided to climb up. So it's up to the 30 meter that we set for RTH. That is fascinating. So it's looking ahead enough that it says, hey, I want to leave enough room to get home here. That is interesting. And coming on back. And even, you know, I mean, it's solid fall now. In fact, I'm looking at the field in front of me here. This grass just a couple weeks ago was pretty green, and it's starting to turn brown a little bit. We're gonna let the drone drop the camera down. So, but anyway, you can see where I'm standing there. I like the automated way that it drops the camera down. Here it comes. It's just about over the top of us. And you can see that funnel, that green funnel, and there we are, and it's turning around. Drop the camera down, and it's a little bit off, but I would bet money it's gonna end up right on that H. We'll see here, and yeah, we'll see if we can pick it up on. Yeah, we can see it on the action camera now, and look at that shadow. It moved right over the drone shadow, more augmented reality. And it's going down, and it's going to be right on that H. Yes, indeed. They've really got that precision landing figured out, man. Works really good. We still have 43% battery, but and we've been flying or doing the screen recording for 20 minutes. So flying for about 20 minutes. Let's stop recording. Let me get everything shut down and we'll do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, I thought that flight went quite well. Doing a semi-automated helix using cruise control with the Mini 4 Pro. It took me a while to get the hang of it. I was able to do it a lot easier moving the drone to its right than I was moving it left. So in other words, counterclockwise worked easier for me than clockwise. So, you know, it's just in what you're used to. You're moving those sticks in an opposite diagonal direction. And one of the issues that I had is that I was moving away too fast. In other words, I was pulling it too far down. Anyway, so anyway, just an interesting stick movements to get that to work. But once I got it started and then hit that cruise control, I think it was about my third try, I thought it worked pretty good. I mean, it did a spiral. Now, hey, DJI does us a solid by giving us those quick shots where, you know, why would you even do that? Well, I don't know, just to say you can. Because you can do it in quick shots, you can get that same move. So, for instance, you're out and you have a point of interest that you want to get that spiral move. Why in the world would you try and do it manually when you can use quick shots and it'll just execute it perfectly? But anyway, it was fun to try. It was something to do, and it shows you the complex moves that you can do with quick shots. Well, more than that, it shows you that you can use, the complex moves that you can do with cruise control, is what I meant to say. But it also shows you that, I showed you that you can use it in conjunction with spotlight mode. So I use spotlight mode to highlight our point of interest. Anyway, so it kind of keeps the camera in the center of frame. But essentially in cruise control, we were having the drone turn, raise an altitude, and bank at the same time. So anyway, you get my meaning. So I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun. And then I showed you some of the trees and the fall colors. Obviously, that's just about over with. Those leaves are going away fast. So at least around here, if you didn't get them by now, you're probably too late. But that's about it. Enough jibber jabber. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And of course, we'll see you on the next one. The DJI Mini 4 Pro. It is truly a pro drone.